Hello, and it's pre-weigh day catch up. Oh my god, I am not slaying last night or today. That is the understatement of the year. Last night, I don't know why, but I just felt awful, like totally awful. I got in my pajamas after work. I had like a really nice mixed salad with eggs and cottage cheese, and don't get me wrong, that was really nice, but I just felt really bloated. My stomach felt really sensitive. I felt really drained. Sorry, my hair keeps catching and pulling. I just felt absolutely physically awful, so I had a cup of tea to try and settle my stomach and then went straight to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night, and this is a complete overshare, but Jesus Christ, my stomach was so swollen, it was unbelievable. And then I had the Niagara Falls of Crimson Wave that you have ever known in your entire life. And it kind of made me feel better because it kind of summarized as to why I feel so shocking, but I felt really shocking. So it's the day before weigh day. I've not had the best week. So last week, just before weigh day, because I've been so consistent and everything were all right and I were in control, I felt really calm and okay. Now I feel emotionally, hormonally unhinged. I am drained and shattered. I can't even be asked to do my makeup. I've just about brushed my hair, put some moisturiser on and a bit of mascara, just because I've got to go to work. And I feel like sicky and not okay. So I went back to bed this morning for an hour because I'd usually get up and do stuff. Got up and I've got ready. I've now been to the wholesalers. I am running around after Tia, and just because she ain't got a car at the minute, to try and get her something from the post office. I don't even know what it is that she needs, but we've been to 3 post office now, and they've said that it's got to be like a big main one. So I've taken her into town, but I've not gone in with her because just with how I'm feeling, there's no way. So I've just pulled up on the outskirts and she can just nip in and get it. And yeah, my life's not feeling very slay. It's weigh day tomorrow. How do I feel about weigh day? So my head and my training and my work and self-development that I've done says to me, it's just weigh day. Do you know, like, and I'm kind of getting into that not being a massive anxiety thing. But then the hormonal, tired, feeling like crap, really bloated and like I've put on 6 stone in me is dreading getting weighed. So I'm a little bit to and fro. I haven't been the best this week. I am food optimized like I usually would. I'm going to say I ain't done as much exercise. I've not done as much exercise at the gym. I have run around like an arsehole. So actually, I probably have exercised loads. But I feel like I've not had as a successful week. So this week I would be over the moon with a maintain, I'm not gonna lie. I think if I've had a pound gain, I can kind of take it. Anything more than that, I'll be a little bit disappointed with myself, not with the scales, and it's nobody's fault other than mine. I will be a little bit disappointed with myself that I've overindulged to a point that I've had a bigger gain, because like gaining more than £2 to me feels like a bigger gain and a bit of a setback, whereas like half a pound maintain can kind of just take that. So I think, yeah, that's where my head's at the minute, and that's how I feel. I have been good in certain aspects, but I think when I have just like 1 or 2 days where I'm not as on it as what I usually am, my mind's not really used to that yet. So then I feel really bad, like as though I've been bad all week, which is, it's not really a healthy way to look at it for me. And like normal people, do you know when you talk about normal people that don't struggle with the weight, they don't go out for a McDonald's and feel really guilty, do they? They just carry on with their life as normal. And I really want to have that as a norm, do you know, where I just pull it back, but my head's just not quite there. And it's not that I expect that to be a thing straight away, because I'm starting to learn that takes a lot of time, do you know, to reflect and grow and develop and do them things. So that's not just going to be something that is normal for me. But I have lived my entire life as a fat person. And I know people say that, but genuinely, I will at some point do you like a bit of a story of my life and show you pictures. I was fat as a kid. Like, even when I was at preschool, nursery, I had a friend, and she was my best friend, called Helen. And she was blonde and really slim and athletic and flexible. And even at that age, I was chunky. Like, I was chunky. I struggled to do roly-polies. I can remember handstands being a bit of a thing. And don't get me wrong, I ran around and did everything with everybody else, and I didn't understand it at the time. But because I was bigger and just not as agile, everything was harder. And yeah, so I've been fat literally my entire life, not like just from my teens, not from when I went to uni, even at preschool, like nursery, before you start infants and juniors, I was overweight. And I was overweight throughout basically all of my school like time. In the last year at the comp, I lost some weight, but I was like really restricting myself and what it wasn't done in a healthy way. But I've always been put on a diet or been on a diet. I've never successfully been a normal weight. To this time now, I don't think I've actually ever really been a normal weight my entire life. So to expect to think like a normal eating human being is a bit much just now, and realistically I know that that's not a thing yet, but it is something that I want to work towards. Now, I think I will always go to Slimming World and always get weighed and always have that support around me, and it keeps me conscious of being on, not on a restriction, but of change and of a lifestyle of something that I want to do and achieve. However, I would like to train my behaviours and my brain to think more normally. So the way that I'm feeling right now, and it being like, I feel like I've been naughty because I've had a McDonald's and I've not been really strict on plan. I really am working on that. And it's something that if you followed me along, you'll know that I have like a little diary of reflection that I write to myself, and I read back and I analyse and I watch these videos and I make changes where that's concerned. And that is something that's important to me right now, and something that I am concentrating on, and something that I'm doing. And I think psychology-wise and behavioural-wise and mindset, you need to do that. So my baby, look, has just come back. She's back from her cruise. Say hi, T.
Hi!
What's it like to be back with you, Mummy?
I'm wonderful.
Don't lie.
I'm having the time of my life.
T is a little bit tired, and I think missing the routine of the cruise ship. You enjoyed your new bedroom?
Yes, I like my bedroom.
What's the best thing about being home?
Sleeping in a normal bed.
What's the worst thing about being home?
Everyone talking at me 100 miles an hour.
Being missed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is my pre-weighing update. Well, it's Wednesday night and I'm making this video. Even though I've already recorded a video about this last night, I'm going to tag this on to my weigh-in tomorrow. I am still going to go, but it's Wednesday night. I better just sit up because I'm being so lazy. I finished work at 5:30. Thank God I wasn't working any later, because my hormones and period are making me one hell of a mardy cow. I'm not lying. My stomach feels like it's going to explode. Every time I move, my womb feels bruised. And I just feel tired, lethargic, mardy, irritable, grumpy. Any form of negative emotion I'm feeling. And on top of that, I just feel sick as a parrot. Like, I know you probably think I'm just being dead, like, dramatic, but look at my face. Like, I know that's mascara under my eyes, but I have, like, squinted my eyes that many times. All my mascara coming off underneath my eyes. So I've come home and thankfully Oliver and Tia have gone out food shopping. He's going to pick me up some, do you know the water balance tablets that I take from Holland and Barrett sometimes when I fly? I feel like my stomach is 3 times the size of what it is, and I just feel like, ugh. So Oliver's gone to pick me some of those up because they're on 3 for 2 at the moment at Holland and Barrett, and they've got some in stock at Parkgate. So he's going to pick me those up because they tend to work for me, and I hope that they make... Are you enjoying that? They make me feel a little bit less bloated and sensitive. I don't really take painkillers and stuff, so I don't really, but it's like not painful, like ow, like I've stubbed my toe or I've got a headache. It's just really uncomfortable to a really weird level. So I know I'm moaning and I know I'm whining, but this is a 40-year-old, I think premenopausal. It's the time of the month, but in such an extreme way. So they've gone out of the house, food shopping, and I have just literally, I've snuggled up on the sofa. I've got Mabel here because she just follows me around anyway, and I think she knows that I'm not feeling right well because she keeps getting, like, she goes under my arm and, like, she's been and give me, like, a kiss. Look, watch. She's, like, my human dog. I've got Mavis back here, who's snuggled into my back, who's actually really nice and warm. So the backache that I've got, she's soothing me with. Do you know what? Actually, Martha is such a traitor. She is over there on the edge of the sofa and doesn't seem to care. She's not keeping me warm and snuggling at all. So I'm in the house on my own. I've had a cup of tea. In actual fact, because I've felt so nauseous today, I've really struggled just to drink water. So this morning I made myself a cup of tea. It's like a mug of tea. And I managed about half of it. I then later on picked myself up. We're running Tia around and I bought myself a McDonald's coffee. I didn't even manage half of that because that was making me feel really like sicky. I've drank water. If in all honesty, I haven't even drank enough water because I just don't feel like it, and it's making me feel like all the time, like literally all the time. So Oliver just made me a cup of tea. I have managed to drink that. I'm gonna try later on, I think, to eat. I ain't eaten today. And it's just not where I want to be. So I think I'm going to try and have scrambled egg on a slice of toast, maybe, or scrambled egg and beans, or I don't really feel like anything, so I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that. I suppose I could make myself a cheese omelette, but I just don't know if cheese is a bit heavy for me. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Might even just try, like, to eat a yogurt. I don't know. Anyway, I've not had anything to eat today because I just feel absolutely rough as a bear's ass, to put it in a nice term. But it's away day tomorrow. I think I'm just literally going to chill out tonight and just snuggle with my doggies. You look really mean there, Mabel. Like, what is wrong? Probably Mabel will just not leave my side. Oh, like even Martha's come. This is Martha, my other dog. Yeah, can we just cuddle tonight and you keep me warm? Oh, they're all up. They're all at it now. So I am going to just snuggle myself in dogs and just not really move a great deal. I'll probably... Can we... No. Not in my face. Please, no, please. So I'm going to just snuggle. I'll probably have a bath, actually, and try and soak. Because, do you know, like, my back is killing. Down my hips is hurting. I know I'm being right mardy on that. But, oh, my God, the hormone kicking is just something else. So Tia got me up to see whether we had chips in the house because they're just shopping. And, obviously, I've had to now move, which has probably done me good because I've been sat mardying for ages. And I really need to put the washing out. So that is my pre-weighing Mardy fit, and let's see how tomorrow goes. Catch you soon. Well, hello, and I said I'd be back, regardless of me feeling like absolute crap. Yeah, I'm coming to weigh in because I go away to Berlin soon, and last night Ange, my consultant, messaged me and said she was on her own and would I help with weighing. Well, she's a lovely lady, so yeah, I'm here helping her with weighing. So on the way here, I'm feeling so hormonal and antisocial that I have played Russian roulette with my petrol gauge. I've got no petrol and it's just about got me here. I am going to fill that up after. But just to get me through the morning, because I'm a hormonal mess, I have literally just sang to, do you know, Aladdin, A Whole New World 3 times just to like brace myself to get up to being peoply. I want to be peoply and I've got to help her with weighing and I don't want to. But that's just being a Mardy cow, so yeah, here I am. Last night I made myself eggs on toast, scrambled egg on toast, and I managed most of it, but I just feel so bloated and hormonal. I just feel like really nauseous, really crappy, really bleh. So I went in the bath, which the warmness was okay, but then that started to make me feel a bit crap. I didn't even dry my hair. I just went to bed and I had a cup of tea. I had another cup of tea. Oliver did get me the water tablets. I have been taking those. Usually after about 24 hours, I start feeling a bit better, less like, So I'm feeling a little bit better than last night. I have got a very people day because I've got to do a full head of highlights, brows, lashes, nails, and then another hairdressing service, and then I'm done. It's not that long a day, so they just feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Gonna be quite honest, I feel that shy. I don't even care what I weigh. I'm not really that bothered at the moment. I just want to get this over and done with. I'm really not feeling people. Like, I've literally screamed to Disney songs on the way here to try and give me the oomph. So I need to put on like a bit of a social front. What's for the basket this week? Another thingy, free foods A to Z. I love this book. It's one of my favourite Slimming World ones, and I found one at the Carbu once, and yeah, this is going in the Slimming World basket. I think it's week 115 this week, but I will double check, correct me if I'm wrong. So here we go for weighing. Not feeling that good. I'm gonna have to strip off because I've wore a new dress that's a little bit twisted actually. So I've got like a vest top and leggings under this, which is what I always get weighed in. But I'm going to work after here, so I'm not going to work in leggings and a vest top. I always get weighed in the exact same thing. Does anybody else do that? I don't know if that's psychotic or what. Just for the record, because I do seem to be commenting on my bowel movements whenever I get weighed. For the record, I've pooed today. I've pooed. But I am on my period. It's Star Week and I've not been the best, so I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling scales. I'm just actually not the scales. I'm just not feeling group because I'm not people. But I know when I get in there, I will feel better. It will reset my week and I will feel a lot better. So I'm going to face it and get on with it because I said I'll help out. So I'm going in. I'll catch you after. Can I just say, I love my group. Like, I genuinely do love my Slimming World group. As sad as that is, Slimming World, like, online can sometimes get really bad rep, and people say and piss and moan about it all the time. But I have felt absolutely shocking for 2 days. Like, really shocking for 2 days. And I even felt shocking and really didn't want to go to group today. And I've been and I've done weighing. But all that aside, like, the people in that group are so friendly and so kind, so supportive, so helpful. So they're just absolutely beautiful. My Slimming World consultant, Ange, is just, she's adorable. Like, she's so nice. She's genuinely like become a friend. And she's kind and funny and supportive and looks after people. And everybody in that room, genuinely, I do believe, wants everybody in that room to do well. And I felt really crap. And I went and helped set up, which I weren't that good at, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know where to put the signs. I've never really paid much attention to them. And then I've sat and done the weigh-ins. And it's taught me a few things, actually. One, I take absolute joy in everybody's weigh-in and I'm doing well. Like, genuinely, it's cheered me up and given me such a positive vibe. Like, people losing weight and making progression and being happy. And even those that have had, like, a bit more rubbish days, like weeks, but they've not put on loads, I'm genuinely happy that they're happy that they've only put on ½ pound or whatever it is they have. And just everybody's so kind and nice and lovely. And that doing that job there has just totally cheered me up. It's totally it's like kicked me up the arse and made me think, stop being so mardy. Yeah, you're a bit hormonal. Yeah, you might feel a bit crap, but people have got worse going on and they're still plodding on. So stop being a mardy cow. And they've just filled me with this, just loads of positive vibes, and they're just so beautiful. We've done like a bit of a pep talk on positivity. Maybe that's helped. Actually, after I'd done weigh-in, a lady that I know there, she's so lovely, and she made a comment and said like how nice it were me weighing in and that I'd been really positive that to everybody and like encouraging and supportive, you know, to everybody that had got weighed on the scales. And it was just nice that she did that and that they'd noticed that. And there was 2 of them actually sat on the end. And I don't really want to say the names because I don't know whether that's fair or not because they don't ask to be mentioned on here. But it just, like, that was better than any weight loss, that people have said that I'm a nice person and that I've been positive and supportive of other people. And that meant a lot, like a lot to me. Yeah, I need a group this week. I genuinely need a group, and I feel like I can battle on for the rest of today, and then hopefully tomorrow I will feel a lot better. Don't get me wrong, I feel bloated and still, but I feel a lot better. I'm going to force myself to have like boiled egg today, just now. I think I might put a bit of cheese and a bit of like, I might fry off some tomatoes or something with it. Just because I've not really eaten yesterday and I just, like, I'm going to work and I feel a bit sicky still, but I know I won't want to eat at work because I feel rubbish and I've got to get through a shift at work. So I'm going to go inside and make myself something to eat because I'm on a bit of a time scale. But just to give you a little snippet, I will come back and do like the weighing thing and stuff. Look what I got this week. So yeah, I've had a good week. I've been like, just group is beautiful. I don't know. You know, if you're doing it online and you're struggling, if possible, if you can find yourself a group and fit in, even if you could only go to group every other week, it's genuinely worth it. It does make a difference to your journey. And like, if you suffer with anxiety or you're worried about going to group, I get it because I've been there and I really didn't want to go, and I sometimes don't want to go now. But the people there, I know it's really cliche, or like your Slimming World family, and they are there for you through shit times but good times too. And it massively does make a difference to your journey and your consistency and everything. It really does massively make a difference, even if you don't recognize it to start off with. I get so much from my group, you know, like on so many different levels, and I would massively recommend trying it. And I know there's a lot of like negativity out there saying that groups are crap, and there's stuff about the group that I don't like. I'm realistic and honest, but there's so much that I do get from group, and I just think if you can just be realistic about your expectation in there, there's a lot you can actually get from a Slimming World group. It's really weird, but really good all at the same time. You can sit at the back to start off with and be quiet, but just go. You will get, like, any weight loss group. I'm not just saying Slimming World, but whatever plan you're on, if you've got the opportunity to go to a group or join in with a group of people, I think it just gets you motivated and it sets you up for a new week. But I'll catch up with you in a minute. Right, I'm back in the house and I've managed to have something to eat. I've put the washing on so you can hear it in the background, so I do apologise. But this time I can show you what was in our basket, because I actually won Slimmer of the Week. It's quite heavy today, and My Slimming World consultant said she wanted people to please bring something for the basket, and lo and behold, they have. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. So I got the Slimmer of the Week certificate, I got a magnet, I got some tomatoes, I got a ton of the new Hi-Fi bars, the mango ones, some fruit, but I did leave some in the basket because we've got loads of fruit and I thought the next group can have that. Some mini marshmallows, which are singed, but they're low in sins. Some honey, which is sins, but Tia loves that, so she'll love it. Some butter beans, some peas pudding, so I can make my base. Some more peas pudding. I got mackerel in brine, which obviously I won't eat because I'm vegetarian, but the dogs will, or Tia or Oliver might do. Tuna. 2 more little tins of tuna. A bag of rice. A can of Pepsi Max. Some chopped tomatoes. Some vegetable soup. I don't know if this is sinned because I've never had this, but I can have a check. I got a packet of the Slim World wraps, which I haven't even tried yet, so I'm quite looking forward to when I feel a bit better. And this is what I put in. I was going to leave it, but I'm going to bring it home and then take it again next week because it then lasts me another week. But that is what was in our basket, and I'm not going to lie, it is so heavy. Like that, as a box of stuff, was so heavy. I have actually put my book away. Shall I grab it? Because I generally show you my book with my weighing update. So if you just hold there a moment. Actually, these are mine from Holland & Barrett, which I am taking at the moment to reduce water retention. I use these for flying, but do you know when I feel really bloated and horrible during a hormonal flare-up? These seem to take down my bloat a little bit and I don't feel quite as bad. Obviously it depends, like you'd have to ask your GP if you suffer with bloating or water retention at all, but they're from Holland & Barrett. They're on 3 for 2 at the moment. Make sure it's safe for you to do so, but I do actually recommend these. These have been my saviour. I'm going to take a couple more of these. That's why I've just got them out of the cupboard, because they're where I keep my Slimming World book. So my Slimming World book is here. Let me just get it open to the page. This week is the 29th of May, 2025. Last week I lost £2, and this week I've weighed in at 15.4, 15 stone 4, which I have lost £3 this week, which takes me to a 9 stone 11.5 loss. And I've even wrote down that it's my period week, look, because this is what I do. And like when I'm in debt, I write it at the side here. But yeah, this is where I am, 15.4. This is the lightest I've been in a hell of a long time, like probably about 10 years. So I've actually got £5 to lose until I get into the 14s, which I'm not going to lie, I really want to get in there. But I also have got 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more pounds to lose, and then I can have my 10 stone award, which I know I'm probably maybe not expressing it. I've got a migraine coming on. Honestly, I can feel my eyes going. So at minute, hormonally, like when I'm really like tired and feel like this, I get ocular migraines. Do you know where I get a weird like ache behind my eyes, and then I start like losing eyesight a little bit just for a couple of minutes. I have had this checked by the GP and by an optician. My eyesight's fine, and they think it's just hormone-driven stress. So I'm trying to be like keep up the positive vibe that I got from group this morning, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I can just feel it coming on, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I just need to drink a lot of water and just rest, I think, a bit. I can't imagine I'm going to be able to rest today, but maybe I have an early night tonight again and just try and give my body time to recover. So an amazing week on the scales. I forgot to look what week it is. I'm sure it's 115, week 115 for me. And yeah, just not a great week health-wise, I don't think. I have put on a new dress today, actually, that I bought from the charity shop for £1. It's a designer made, like by an independent designer. It's got a lot of material to it. It's a bit weird. God, I don't even feel like standing up for you. And you see, this just cost me £1. I thought that was quite, it's off the shoulder, like one sleeve, like that, and I quite liked that for £1, and I'll wear that for work. It's just a bit different and a little bit quirky. Other than that, that's all I've got really to report today. I'm sorry that I am super mardy and just being ridiculous. I just don't feel that great. Anyway, if you are getting weighed in, I would love to know how you've got on, because I genuinely, it does inspire me and it does spur me on. If you are getting weighed and you've still got that to come, huge good luck. I hope you have a really good week at the scales and you get what you deserve at the scales. And here's to another okay week. I've been super lucky this week, I think, because I didn't think I'd lose much. And I think £3 quite substantial. So think thin. And I'm rooting for you. You got this. And even if you've had a shit week, just go and get weighed. You'll be fine. And we can battle it again together next week. Have a good week.